For 10 years, I've ran my restaurant where I was fully in control of every little thing that went on in the business. And for the past 2 years, I have these general managers that are running the business. And the fate of my restaurants is essentially in their hands. At the end of the day, even though I don't run the restaurants, they're my restaurants. And everything that goes wrong, it's not Tim, the general manager's fault, or Terry, the general manager's fault. It's Costas' restaurants. When you go to Target, you don't say that Ben gave you bad service. You say Target gave you bad service. And my only ability to control the situation is to mentor and grow and inspect and make sure that they are maintaining like the ultra high standards that a passionate owner would. Truth is, as business owners, you have to always remember that no one is going to run the business like they own it. They're gonna care, they're gonna put forth their best foot forward, but they're not actually gonna like toss and turn at nighttime, and they're not gonna cry, and they're not gonna like stress out the way that someone with like their entire life on the line would. It will never be at that level, and you have to be okay with some level of like, I don't want to use the word mediocrity, but like some level of like, it's not gonna be you that's running it, and you have to be okay with a little bit. I guess you can call that growing pains. With that being said, we're gonna start today off with a manager meeting, and all I can do is get as close to replicating myself as possible, and all the mistakes and all the good things that have occurred, you know, just it's good to reconcile all those things with the management, because they're essentially all that I have that connects me to the business at this point. They're the boots on the ground, and they're the ones that are working directly with the culinary and the service. It's not me anymore. So it's I say it a lot of times, but literally in this season or this stage in the business, it's like I'm no longer like the guy, and there's people that are running it for me, and it's fun, but like it's also terrifying, because you put all of your trust and all of your like your family's life and everybody that is important to you, you put it into the hands of one person. All right, I'm gonna go stack the paperwork. If you want to look at that real quick, Tim, and text me, probably a total to deduct for landscape. No, it's mine.
Sophia, are you on your phone in the middle of a lunch shift?
Can you please show how many people are here?
Place is packed up right now.
Yeah.
Do you not see all the people here?
I made $200 since the morning.
You already at 200 already?
Yeah, I'm already at 200.
Casper money, right?
Yeah.
They're coming. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Manager meeting was a success. Before I leave, I'm gonna eat a delicious Greek salad with grilled chicken breasts before heading off to my office and getting a ton of work done. Okay, it's 1:15, and I've got a fat stack of paperwork to go through and a ton of emails. Hopefully, I can get some damage done. I'm gonna So leave me alone for a little bit and let me get to work, and I'll see you guys when I get done. Made it back to the house. It's 5:30, just in time for ballet. I wanted to give you a quick recap of the behind the scenes, the business side of running the restaurant, all the things that are not cooking that absorb a big portion of my day. I worked very hard with the Texas Workforce Commission on my tax rate. Each corporation, Dervani and Aristotle, each have their own tax rates for the employer taxes that I pay, and that is part of the payroll. I paid rent, always a beautiful thing whenever I'm able to pay rent. Every restaurant that sells alcohol in Texas has a mixed beverage license from the Texas Alcohol and Beverage Commission, and that license is only good for 2 years. So I started the process of renewing that license. It's already coming up on 2 years. Answered some mundane emails. I called the CO2 company that we use to push the keg system at our restaurant, and they needed to pick up the nitrogen tanks because we no longer do nitrogen infused cocktails, we just do the beer. So I got those taken care of, and that's gonna save me like $26 a month. Also, I cashed a check for our grease company. The company called Double Grease comes to our restaurant once a month and picks up all of our used and old grease. Somebody asked me in the comment section how often I change my fryers out. I change my fryers out every 3 days, and all that oil, that spent cooking oil, gets used in fertilizer and animal feed